Chapter 3 Smallpox. Yushi was taken aback when she saw the person in front of her. It was Nanny Fan, here to fetch her. Well, since Nanny Fan was here, it meant she'd soon get to see her mother. She'd never laid eyes on her mother in all her life. Nanny Fan gently stroked her head and exclaimed cheerfully, "Miss, your fever has gone down." Once the fever subsided, it indicated that the critical period had passed. Yushi wanted to ask where she was, but when she opened her mouth, she found her throat was burning hot, as if it was about to burst into flames. She could hardly get a word out. Although Nanny Fan noticed Yushi's dazed look, she didn't think much of it. After all, the young lady had just woken up from a few days of coma, so it was normal for her to be a bit slow to react. "Miss, are you hungry? I'll go get you a bowl of porridge." Yushi nodded. In a flash, she finished a bowl of millet porridge. Another bowl. She was absolutely famished. During the time of fleeing, she hadn't had a single satisfying meal. Seeing that Yushi wolfed down a bowl of white rice porridge in no time, Nanny Fan smiled. She was even more delighted when Yushi asked for another. Such a good appetite meant the illness was almost cured. After finishing the porridge, Yushi finally asked, "Nanny, where are we?" Nanny Fan's face stiffened slightly. After a moment, she replied, "Miss, this is Green Bamboo Cottage." Noticing the blank look on Yushi's face, Nanny Fan explained, "Miss, although Green Bamboo Cottage is a bit out of the way, it's still within the Duke's mansion. You don't need to be afraid." Yushi murmured to herself, "Green Bamboo Cottage." The name seemed familiar somehow. Looking at Yushi, Nanny Fan felt a twinge of sadness. "Miss, don't you remember you came down with smallpox and the Grand Madam moved you here? Don't worry, Miss, now that your fever has gone down, you will recover soon, and will be able to move back to Rose Courtyard shortly." The old madam had intended to move the young lady to the countryside estate, but fortunately, the Grand Madam had stopped her. Yushi finally understood why this place seemed so familiar. She had stayed in Green Bamboo Cottage for over a month when she had smallpox. Nanny Fan didn't know what Yushi was thinking. She just assumed Yushi was feeling down. "Miss, I know you're upset, but right now the most important thing is to focus on getting better." Yushi, still a bit dazed, responded instinctively. Nanny Fan said, "Miss, you can take a little nap. I'll go make some medicine for you. If you feel unwell, just call me. I'll be right outside." Yushi nodded and said, "Okay."